Okay, just to start off by saying this is probably my least favorite episode of season 1. I'll, of course, get into why later, but yeah, just let that be known. Okay, I wanted to mention this in Final Exam, but honestly thought to add it too late. But anyways, it's not exactly weird per se, but it's kind of weird how we only see the Titans out in uniforms, right? I mean, it wasn't exactly uncommon back then for cartoon characters to only wear one set of clothing, but I think it would have been pretty cool seeing them in some sort of streetwear when they're going out. You could say, well, whenever they do go out, something happens. Well, to that, I say true, but also as a cartoon, I wouldn't question a quick costume change. Maybe it's because Robin, he is the only one with a secret identity, somehow. Maybe Cyborg, Star, and Beast Boy are too recognizable for that, even though Cyborg totally has a way to get by that. But still, we've seen Robin just cover his eyes before, and that's all he seems to need. So, in short, let teens dress like teens.
This tiny yellow beverage is truly delightful.
Starfire?
That's mustard.
Mustard is just one of those food items that just disgusts me so much. Seeing this puts the most disturbed expression on my face, no matter how silly this scene is supposed to be.
Yo, Raven, try one. They're loaded with soybeany goodness. I respect that you don't eat meat. Please respect that I don't eat fake meat.
Okay, geez, Raven, no need to be a dickhead about it. Like, we get it, you're the cold one, but a simple no would have sufficed. That shit does look plain as hell, though, I can't lie. You also gotta admit, like, double wielding the glizzies, no matter what kind of product you use, is fucking crazy.
All right, y'all. Who wants to play some foosball?
Oh yeah, give me the ball.
I'll be referee.
Okay, sorry, I don't want to make this a pile-on of Raven, but look at this from the perspective that this is your first time actually seeing Teen Titans. First time knowing about the Teen Titans. And from the first 5 episodes in season 1, do you think Raven, actually enjoys her friends' company all that much? I mean, she's always either reading when she's around them, or she's like pretty much like trying to meditate or something whenever she's around them. Like, she's never like actively engaged in a conversation with them. Okay, Beast Boy, what was the plan here? Unless you're also in the know that Robin is not a normal human,
Cyborg! Whoa, Cyborg! It's really you! You're my favorite, cause look! You're just like me!
Yeah, I guess I am.
Now, I believe Cyborg was always supposed to be a representation for disability. No, this isn't the reason I don't care for this episode. I actually really like it, especially in a kid's show. Now, for the cynics out there saying disabled kids can't shoot cannons out their arms, well, yeah, no shit. Representation isn't always supposed to be like a one-to-one. Representation is about being seen. Cyborg faces obstacles because of his cybernetic parts, but also is a badass. Letting disabled kids out there know, yeah, we appreciate you, which is pretty neat, I think.
See? It's Cyborg! He's just like me! Whoa, cool!
I am just like you, but it's not your arm that makes us the same. It's the stuff connected to it.
Okay, I was going to talk about this later when we learn about them, but I think now is the best time to talk about it. We don't really get much of the Teen Titans backstories in the Teen Titans, which is, kind of weird. I mean, we know about Robins, of course, because everyone knows Robin, and then Starfire as well, because we actually see Starfire and Raven, of course, but Cyborg and Beast Boy are kind of like anomalies. We know that Beast Boy was with the Doom Patrol at one point, but why is he green? And Cyborg as well, why is he Cyborg? He was in an accident, in the comics, but, I don't think it's always best to be okay, just read the comics for something. That makes sense. So I think they could have touched upon it at some point or just mentioned he was in an accident or something like that.
Watch as the amazing Mumbo vanishes into thin air. Mumbo Jumbo!
But here we have fucking Mumbo. Listen, I love Tom Kenny and grew up on SpongeBob, but Mumbo literally does nothing for me. He doesn't seem appealing, which is why I was surprised they brought him back for more episodes. And he has a fucking mask that's just like Robin. Yeah, Speedy does too, but the joke is that they're supposed to be similar. Tom Kenny does help Mumbo bearable though, so it's gotta be pretty terrifying, you just pass out. Not even pass out, but just completely turn off.
You were broken. I have brought you here to be repaired.
Dude has an underground basement full of robots and speaks in a monotone voice and has an overall ominous air about him. So he's definitely played up to be some big bad, which is kind of a nice curveball when he's actually revealed to be some big misunderstood.
Well, thanks for everything.
You cannot leave.
I can't?
You are not repaired. Not fully.
I'm not?
My examination revealed many flaws. Serious flaws.
Serious? How serious? What's wrong with me?
Although some people forget that Cyborg is a teen, seeing as he's, like fucking huge and bald, even though he's on the Teen Titans, it makes sense Cyborg is so impressionable, especially when this is probably his first time meeting someone just like him.
Maybe they should be.
Okay, yeah, you see what I mean? Like, Mumbo feels like a distraction so that Cyborg can have his own story until then. But, it's not a good distraction either. So I'm slightly annoyed. And probably the only reason it's only slightly tolerable is because of Tom Kenny's voice acting. Although I do feel like Mumbo would work if he was like a Zatanna villain or something like that. Or is it Zatanna? It feels so weird saying that name. Was the little twitching arm a necessary thing for you to install?
You take out my biological components, you take out the best part of me. The part that makes me who I am.
Your memories, your self, will be preserved. I will download them into your new brain.
No, you can't do this, please! You don't understand!
This applesauce looks delicious.
Ooh, I want some applesauce! I want some applesauce!
Get the fuck out the way, nigga! Move, man!
You fat, you stink, and you ugly, and you broke, monkey.
So forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Cyborg in the comic is boring as hell. Like, he's always dealing with this whole being half man and half machine thing, which always drags down his personality, which just makes him a boring character to read. Because it seems like he gets no development, because he always seems to be dealing with some sort of conflict being half man and half machine. So he just has this whole woe is me thing going on, but luckily, Teen Titans figured that would have been too depressing or too boring if he was glummy talking about how he was some freak of science. And so they already have him come to terms with his life in the best way possible. Make him just a cool-ass dude that shouts booyah with an arm cannon. Did I say canyon? I meant cannon. Even still, in some adaptations after Teen Titans, he still feels so static, excluding Doom Patrol and newer comics. Because, I haven't checked them out yet, so I can't really speak on them. So letting him have this big brother personality in the Teen Titans really fits the team and allows him to develop his character more in other interesting ways, which, is just, really refreshing. Also, while I'm at it, now is a good time to say, go on and look at every single design of DC Comics Cyborg and any other iteration and tell me how every one of them pale in comparison to Teen Titans. The only thing they have going for them is, like, the hair.
Perhaps I am the one in need of repairs.
And maybe I'm the guy who can help repair you.
Cyborg!
It would have been pretty funny seeing Fix-It just like catching a football, but no, we will never see him again, which is probably why this is my least favorite episode of the season, because we never see Fix-It again, but we get more Mumbo. Like, here we have a pretty interesting character who could come back to show the development he had, but nope. Hey, waiter, more Mumbo, please. Oh yeah, and fuck Mustard too. Hey guys, sorry this episode is like super short, but as you could tell, this really isn't like one of my favorite episodes, so I couldn't really find too much to talk about it. But yeah, if you made it this far, give the video a like, subscribe, and yeah, a little smooch on the cheek would be nice too, I guess. Anyways, have a good day or night. Have a good week. Have a good life. Peace, peace.